Dear students, let us discuss some of the topics of current affairs as on 8th of May 2021. Quarantine if symptoms appear advises government amid report delay. The government asked people to immediately start home isolation and treatment if they experienced any or all of the symptoms including fever, sore throat, cough, head or body itches, breathing difficulty and loss of smell or taste. VK Pal, Member Health Niti Aayog advised home isolated people experiencing COVID-like symptoms to start hydration, lie in a prone position to improve oxygen levels, take paracetamol for fever, any cough syrup for cough and multivitamins. If cough persists for 5 days, you can use budesonide inhaler on doctor's advice, and similarly one can use medicines like ivermectin and hydroxychloroquine if the doctor advises. Cautious diabetic COVID patients against dangerous black fungal infection. Hope things will fine in the country. Stalin takes charge, rolls out aid for 2.07 crore poor. DMK President M.K. Stalin, 68 years old, was sworn in as Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu on 7th May 2021. Governor Banwari Lal Purohit administered the oath of office and secrecy to Mr. Stalin and 33 ministers on the lawns of the Raj Bhavan. Here is Mr. Stalin taking the oath as CM of Tamil Nadu. Soon after assuming office at the Fort St. George, the new Chief Minister Stalin signed 5 files to implement major promises made in the DMK's election manifesto, including Rs 4,000 as COVID-19 leave to family card holders, free travel on city buses for women, a reduction in the retail price of Avin milk by Rs 3 per litre. Hefty hospital bills lead to rush at usury dens. Kin of patients pawn every bit of gold in their hands to borrow money. To pawn something is to use it as collateral when you are borrowing money. Usury is an act of lending money at interest rate that is considerably high or that is higher than the rate permitted by the law. Very sad situation in the country. Some of the excerpts from the Hindu editorial, Assam Discord. The BJP's kind of identity politics is difficult to sustain over the longer term. A combination of welfareism, communalism, and smart, though daring alliances helped BJP win a second consecutive term in Assam. The party and its allies, Assam Gun Parishad and United People's Party Liberal, won 75 out of the 126 seats in the state. A 10-party alliance, Mahajot, around the Congress and All India United Democratic Front, Axis turned out to be non-match for the BJP. A third front of Assamese nationalists, the Assam Jatiya Parishad and Raijor Dal, could win only one seat. But the winners have their own curse. Communal polarization in the state, fanned by the acrimonious debate on the Citizenship Amendment Act, has been further reinforced in the outcome. Let us discuss on a difficult union. As Chief Minister of Puducherry, Rangasamy will find it difficult to keep alive BJP at bay. A change of guard in Puducherry took place, where governance and development took a backseat from the mid-2016 due to continuous friction between the elected government and the Raj Niwas ushers in hope for its people. The electorate's frustration with the erstwhile Congress government was amply reflected. with just 2 of its 14 candidates getting elected as opposed to 15 last time. At the same time, All India NR Congress founder N. Rangasamy, who took oath as Chief Minister for the fourth time, has his task cut out administratively and politically. For the first time, he will be heading a coalition government with the BJP, whose cabinet composition is in the making. The editorial from the Tribune, Free Speech Order, Supreme Court refuses to restrain media from reporting oral remarks. The Supreme Court has rejected the Election Commission's plea to restrain the media from reporting oral remarks made by judges during hearings, saying citizens have the right to know what transpires in the court of judicial proceedings. It refused to expunge the Madras High Court's observation that the poll panel was responsible for the surge in COVID-19 cases and its officers should be slapped with murder charges, saying that the remarks were not part of the official judicial record. However, it appreciated the poll panel's work, saying the Election Commission has track record of being an independent constitutional body which shoulders a significant burden in ensuring the sanctity of electoral democracy in the country. A 4-digit security code in CoWIN portal from today in order to minimize errors and inconvenience caused to the citizens registering for COVID-19 vaccination. The CoWIN system will introduce a 4-digit security code. The app is wrongly marking the citizens as vaccinated, an instance of a data entry error by the vaccinator. From Colombo, Nasheed critical remains in intensive care. Speaker of the Maldives Parliament and former President Mohammad Nasheed was in a critical condition after he sustained multiple injuries in a targeted explosion that the Maldives police described as an act of terror. Maldives is in the Indian Ocean on the southern edge of India, near the southern end of India. Its capital is Malé, an island, and in the Malé, Nasheed was hit by motorcycle bomb shrapnel in assassination attempt on May 6. From Vienna, talks intensify on bringing US back to Iran nuclear deal. Iranian envoy says all sides committed to finding a solution. World powers held a fourth round of high-level talks aimed at bringing the US back into the nuclear deal with Iran, with both sides signaling a willingness to work out the major stumbling blocks. With this, we conclude today's discussion on the current affairs. Thanks, dear students.